Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to share my review of placements at VIT Vellore. So I'm going to share my experiences, my personal advice, and also basically give you an insight of how placements work at VIT Vellore. So this video is going to be helpful for those final year students who are stressed out for placements, or those second or first year students, or even the students who are planning to come to VIT Vellore to get an idea of what placements are at VIT Vellore, what is the scene of placements here. So if you do like this content, don't forget to subscribe, as with my internship at Flipkart and other work commitments, making videos is difficult, and your subscription would definitely push me to make more content and help add more value into your life. So let's get started now. So VIT basically categorizes the companies visiting our campus into three categories. These are super dream companies, the dream companies, and the regular offers. So the difference between these three categories is basically the CTC, or the cost to company. So in case you people don't know what CTC is, it is roughly the estimate of the salary you'll be getting, but this also includes bonuses, retention bonus, and all the other perks which are converted into monetary value and added to the CTC. So they are not always exactly your salary. So for the super dream, the CTC is greater than 10 LPA, that is 10 lakhs per annum. For the dream category, the CTC is less than 10 LPA and more than 4.5 LPA. And for the regular offers, the CTC is less than 4.5 LPA. So yeah, these are the three categories that visit our campus every year. Okay, so now I'm gonna share some tips and sources which I used for cracking the first aptitude rounds and even the interview rounds. So for the people who are not preparing for GRE, GMAT, CAT, or GGATE, and haven't dealt with aptitude till now, I would suggest them to visit IndiaBix. So that is IndiaBix.com. So it is a very popular website for practicing placement questions, like aptitude questions for placements. So I would suggest you to practice a few sets from those before you appear for the aptitude exams. They'll really help you. And again, one suggestion would be to actually visit Glassdoor. So over there you can get an insight of how the process of recruitment works for different companies, as they generally have very unique processes to themselves. So do visit Glassdoor and learn more about the recruitment process. Other than that, for the people who are preparing for CAT, GATE, or even GRE, for you're gonna get little help from the cons or the aptitude section, cons section which you do there, and even the verbal section which is there. So that would be an advantage for you. Other than that, for the interview, I would say try to schedule mock interviews with your close friends. Just Google questions, you'll find some good questions. You can just tell your friends to ask that questions for you. This is a very tried and tested method. I tried it on my own and it did work. My friends were also very supportive. A big shout out to them as well. So yeah, one more thing which you can do, during the interviews, you should prepare a very strong resume firstly. So for the interviews, what I would suggest is to highlight your extracurricular activities, your achievements, and don't be braggy about it, but try to bring it up during the interview. Try to divert the interview towards your strengths, and please never lie on your resume, as this can come really costly, as the HR, if he or she wants to, could just grill you out on any certain aspect of your resume, however small it is. So please be very sure of what you write on your resume, and be confident, be honest, and be true to what you are, and eventually you'll crack the interviews. So all the best. So now I'm gonna discuss about the branch-wise opportunities for different branches at VIT Vellore. So what I noticed was that there is a disparity between the number of opportunities you get in terms of placements in different branches, and the gap is really wide. So the computer science branches, the IT department and its specializations get the maximum number of opportunities in college in terms of placements, followed by the circuital branches, including ECE and its specializations, and after that I believe mechanical and the most number of opportunities, and a decent amount of core jobs as well, not many though. So, and after that I would say were the other branches like civil, chemical or biotech. In these like branches I saw the opportunities were very limited. So yeah, heads up for those people who are in these branches. And in case you are from any of these core branches and want to sit for computer science companies, you do get that opportunity as well. So that is a good thing about VIT. So I'll discuss more about that in the later part of the video, so stay tuned. So now I'm going to list some of the companies that recruit from VIT during our placement season. So there are companies like Amazon, Microsoft, PayPal, there is also JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, if I'm not wrong. There are also consulting companies like Deloitte, ZS Associates and PwC, which hire from campus, even Ernst & Young. So, and in mechanical core, I would say there were companies like L&T, there was Caterpillar, and then Daimler, that is an automotive company, and there was Volvo, again automotive. Other than that, there were a few more companies which I don't remember exactly, but like this just gives a rough overview of what type of companies you can expect. So there were banks like Axis Bank, and even Goldman Sachs visited our campus. JP Morgan did. Ernst & Young is a consulting company that also visited. So other than that, I would say there were companies like Flipkart and Amazon who not only visited for software jobs, but they also visited us for supply chain jobs in the mechanical department. And like Flipkart only allowed the mechanical engineering students to sit for those kind of jobs, and they paid like really good salaries. They were all super dream offers. So yeah, this is pretty much all. There were a few biotech companies, like biotech core companies visiting, and a few civil core companies and also chemical core companies, but these numbers were again very limited. I would say in mechanical the core company scene is a bit better, but then it's pretty much the same. But yeah, you even have this IT recruitment slot wherein these mass recruiters like Cognizant, TCS, Infosys visit our campus, and they recruit heavily. Like they recruit a lot of students in bulk. So generally people don't want to appear for these tests for these companies, but then our campus PAT office, the placement office, forces us to, or rather encourages us to apply for these companies. So yeah, that summarizes it. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or join the Discord group which I've created, or simply comment. I'll definitely respond to you and try to answer your doubt and help you. So let's get to the next part of it. Okay, so if you're a non-CSE student and you're still interested for applying to these CSE companies, you can still apply for that. VIT gives you that opportunity. So there is this exam for non-CSE people wherein like the top 200 or 300 people in that test are allowed to sit for these good companies, these good CSE companies as well. So being in that list would definitely help you. And this test is conducted on HackerRank, and I guess there are two programming questions, mostly on Java. So not very sure. Check with your placement office. It changes every year. So yeah. Definitely try to be on that list if you want to apply for computer science, the coveted computer science roles. So that is for the coders. And in case you need more help on what resources to use while you practice for your coding, your seniors would be your best like advisors. But as much as I know, the popular websites were Geek for Geek and HackerRank. So yeah, these two websites were the ones which I knew. For more information, reach out to your seniors. So before ending this video, I would like to stress on a point that these placement processes are done by human beings and you're being evaluated by human. So there are human biases and human prejudices actually stepping in, and that can alter certain decisions. So I would request every one of you who are sitting for placements to consider that factor and keep in mind that certain placements can be luck based. Maybe you do deserve that position more than the other candidates, but you may end up not qualifying or missing out due to certain reason. So be prepared for that mentally and hope for the best. I'm sure if you stay positive, keep hustling, you will eventually get to the position and the company where you want to end up working. So I hope you do like the video, and I have more video on placements coming up, so stay tuned. And all the best for placements if you're preparing for it this year. A bonus piece of advice for all the third and the fourth year students would be to actually get down and decide what you want to do after your undergraduation, be it higher studies or job. You have to start preparing accordingly. And one more advice would be to just, like, if you're planning to go outside, go abroad especially, try giving the GRE or GMAT in your fourth year, as you won't be getting this much of time to prepare again. And like there was this survey conducted wherein the students who were in academics or who were in touch with academics generally tend to do better in these tests. So you have an added advantage, and these scores are valid for 5 years, so you could always work for a few years and then go like pursue your higher studies. So it'll just open up a few options for you, and it'll be a backup in case placements don't work out for you. So I hope you use this advice, and all the best.